This organized chaos video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. No, I'm sorry, Mikael. We'll do yours afterwards, but we are going to check out this ClownfishTV James Cameron thing. Came out an hour ago, so this is brand new, hot off the presses.
Hey guys, welcome back to ClownfishTV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
We're going to talk about Avatar 2, Now with More Water.
Okay.
Avatar 2, I think that's what it's called, Now with More Water. We're going to talk about James Cameron making comments that testosterone is poison and you need to get it out of your system.
Can I just take a moment? Testosterone is poison, you get out of your system. But in the trending section, see Alexandria, whatever, on a bed in classic pinup style. Yellowstone's Kelsey, whatever, in a sultry three.
So we're going to look at the ads. Giant Freakin Robot's not a great source, too. Just saying.
Through black dress. Secrets Tina Ricci in a black dress and underwear.
Millie Bobby Brown and Daisy Dukes in.
Yes, you're at not a great website, guys. This is your first real obvious fucking clue.
Bikini top, Kate Hudson in a skin-tight latex
So,
closet.
testosterone is bad, but we're going to use it to try to get views.
Yeah, maybe go to a better source. You know, you got your deadlines, you got your variety, you got your Hollywood reporters, but instead you're at Giant Freakin Robot.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it because this is so funny coming from the guy who gave us Terminator and Aliens.
I know, right?
I get.
Okay, we're gonna look this up. In fact, I don't even have to look it up. It's right there on the screen. So they're on a Giant Freakin Robot thing, complaining about the side commercials. But Giant Freakin Robot is simply reporting on what from a Hollywood Reporter article. So this isn't even like Giant Freakin Robot sat down with James Cameron. Hollywood Reporter sat down with James Cameron, and they're doing like secondhand information and complaining, oh, well, look at the stuff on the side. Well, dude, go to the fucking source. In fact, you know, I'm going to go ahead and go to the source here. Give me one moment. As they report on this, I'm going to be looking at the source of this article. So, all right. So we got it right here. This is what, yeah, the same thing. Same thing. Christina, yep. But Hollywood Reporter. So Accor sat down with Hollywood Reporter, and here's a link. So we click on that one. Boom, Hollywood Reporter article. So this is the source of what they're talking about. They're not reporting on the source. They're just okay, let's see what they say.
Yes, he gave all his testosterone to his strong female leads.
Yeah, there you go.
His balls dropped off, and he gave it as a gift.
Maybe he stopped using it after he cheated on his wife or whatever he did.
Well, maybe.
Don't speed it or she'll sound like she's on mega cocaine. There's nothing wrong with being on mega cocaine. Why are you judging people who are on mega cocaine, man? People are allowed to be on mega cocaine.
Testosterone's bad. We're going to talk about this and talk about the activism of the Avatar. Apparently, this is coming up more and more. Now, I don't think anybody's surprised, especially. I'm sure Avatar 2 will be all about, climate change and ecology and, the oil in the water and the save the whales and the stuff like that. Because that's basically the first one. It's like, oh, don't kill the animals and burn the forest down. Only you can prevent forest fires. That was the plot of the first movie. Smokey the Bear. Mm-hmm. Although Cocaine Bear looks pretty awesome, doesn't it?
Well, it's not really my kind of movie, but yeah.
I'd rather go see Cocaine Bear than Avatar 2.
I think a lot of people would rather see Cocaine.
Cool. I think a lot of people would rather see Avatar 2 than Cocaine Bear, though.
Better than Avatar 2?
But I think it's still going to make a lot of money. So we'll we'll see. We'll talk about this. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 281, almost 282,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Hey, there's still some time to end.
Oh, I need to do that, guys. Make sure to like the stream. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe. Oh, well, you might be viewing. So if you're viewing this, hit subscribe. In 7 days, you can be in the chat. Yeah.
There are contests. We're giving away a digital art tablet, a Gauman PD156 Pro art tablet. I reviewed it on the channel a couple weeks ago. It's actually a very good unit. I highly recommend it. It's about a $500 piece of hardware. You can win one. All you have to do is enter. So go to clownfishcontest.com. It ends tonight. Let's talk about James Cameron's balls dropping off first. Giant Freakin Robot has it. Of course, again,
I just thought that was funny.
Trending, it's all...
Testosterone's bad. Hey, use testosterone to get horny and check out these articles.
Get horny and check out these articles. Yeah, Cameron says testosterone's poison. Says get it out of your system. He also said that Marvel and DC characters act like they're in college. So I don't know. Anyway, because of the testosterone. He said a lot.
Are they actually even going to read this article?
Things I did earlier. I wouldn't do career-wise and just risk that you take as a wild, testosterone-poisoned young man.
Yeah, but those are the epic movies that gave him the opportunity to do things like this.
If it wasn't for Terminator, if it wasn't for Aliens, nobody would know who you are. You wouldn't have gotten to make Titanic or Avatar.
And Titanic, I mean, I only watched it once. And would have been their target demo. And I was like, eh.
I watched it on VHS. That tells you how long ago I saw Titanic, and I have no desire to ever watch it again. It was, yeah. Anyway, he said, I always think of testosterone as a toxin that you have to slowly work out of your system.
Oh, my God.
That's the problem
By
with
sleeping
Hollywood.
with as many people as possible.
That's right. You're just injecting your toxin into strong female leads. That should be the plot of a movie, right? That's how strong female warriors get made.
Okay, let's look up the full quote here. Fucking, it's such a nothing story. Here we go. I did a lot of things I did earlier I won't do career-wise, and just risks that you take as a wild testosterone-poisoned young man, he said, declining to specify further. I always think testosterone is a toxin that you have to slowly work out of your system. Yeah, I guess he didn't go into detail. Okay.
The men inject their testosterone into the women. No. Okay.
No.
Anyway, it seems at a glance that James Cameron's comment was perhaps designed to come out of the closet as a trans woman?
What?
Wait.
Giant Freakin Robot, for fuck's sake. Notice in the Hollywood Reporter article, it just continues with the story, and here it's... fuck these websites these guys go to, man. Jesus.
What? What seems at a glance at James...
Why would you think that was your go-to?
That was your go-to?
I think it was a projection here.
Yes, that's what happens when you go to a bad news source.
He's talking about toxic masculinity in films. That was my first...
Yeah, exactly. Nothing but media. He's just saying he was a bit reckless when he was younger. Yeah. We all are.
Thought he's talking about toxic masculinity in films. I never thought, wow, he's closeted trans. Did you ever think that?
No.
So is there a story that this Giant Freakin Robot article is bad? Is that their story? Because if so, I agree.
Oh.
That's your go-to?
That was
Oh my God.
literally the last thing. It just sounds to me like it's an older white director who has done some stuff.
Well, no, he's trying to stay
relevant.
Stay working.
Stay working. He wants to stay working. And the only way that you can do that in Hollywood current year is to basically renounce your privilege and your testosterone. Because, meanwhile, Jerry Bruckheimer, man, he just goes with it and he does Top Gun Maverick and he makes all kinds of money. Testosterone fueled fever dream. He made all kinds of money. And,
it wasn't that bad, but yeah, no. I mean, it was actually pretty good though.
The toxic masculinity that plagues the film industry. Not allowed to anymore. News stories have been bombarded, they have bombarded the tabloids for years now about claims of inappropriate workplace behavior from directors and execs in Hollywood, including James Cameron, if I recall. This ranges from sexual harassment, such as Harvey Weinstein, to...
I actually don't remember anything specific. I mean, James Cameron's has a questionable personal life, that's for sure. I don't recall anything about sexual harassment in the workplace from him, though.
Joss Whedon, both of them garbage people, as I understand it. Cameron doesn't make it a point to specifically name-check anyone. He himself is operating at a more volatile resting pace than he's particularly proud of. With James Cameron's next billion-dollar outing, Avatar, The Way of Water. Avatar, wetter. It should be called Avatar, Hotter, Wetter, Wilder. That would get more people, because of testosterone, that would get more people to go see this movie. I think a lot of people are going to go see it anyway. There's been a myriad of press regarding Cameron's less than enthusiastic outlook on the investment he's made. Talking about Terminator 2, which he made a shit ton of money on Terminator 2. He claims a newer, calmer...
Yes, nothing but media. Yeah, Cameron is well known to have been pretty horrible in his younger days, but no sexual harassment. Yeah, no, I don't recall that. He definitely had a history of sleeping with his actresses, but nobody's accused him of sexual harassment that I'm aware of. So, I mean, there might be some, but, yeah. I mean, it's questionable, but I don't recall any.
Or version of himself as a result of purging testosterone from his system, though he doesn't mean the literal hormone so much as the cultural standard of...
I mean, I felt like they were so close to the actual story. The actual story is that this Giant Freakin Robot article is garbage. And I felt like they were going to get to it, and they just decided to just derail it.
Masculinity, which breeds these toxic interactions.
Okay, as somebody who is, not full of testosterone, I find this really stupid. I just find it dumb. And I'd rather see Terminator than I would Avatar.
Now, here's the thing. The last Terminator movie bombed because there wasn't enough testosterone in it. They made sure they killed off all the testosterone in the movie. Maybe Hollywood needs bigger balls again. You know, because people, you know, even women like big balls. They do. They like, you know.
Depends.
They like testosterone.
I like testosterone. I don't like big balls, but testosterone's okay. I prefer my...
Is this literally just going to be a video about testosterone? What the fuck?
Men with testosterone.
Yeah, see, that's it. Most women, if surveyed, they can put a survey on Twitter. Most women, we're talking 95% of women. Do you prefer your man with or without testosterone?
Wow, this one prefers with.
Do we care? It was supposed to be James Cameron talking about how he was reckless in his younger days. Holy shit.
Yes.
What is up with these dudes? Like, when you have Kevin Smith saying similar things.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
Crying like, every time. Literally, I mean, for him, it's like a gimmick now. He cries over things and films himself crying. But look how relatable I am.
You know what? If he enjoys these superhero movies so much that he cries, good for him. Good for him. I'm glad he's enjoying them.
I'm in touch with my feminine side. Because, you know, that's how this means girl, even though I do cry a lot. But you know what I mean? It's like, why there's this effort for people who are not where they were at one point, you know, with popularity going on about how they need to be less manly and
yes. Yeah, no,
chill.
that's exactly because, you know, in certain parts of Hollywood, you're not allowed to be a confident, cis, straight, white male. Especially Disney. You're not allowed to. But this is the same guy who was like...
Really? I didn't know that. That's news to me, then.
You just play a neutering process when you sign the contract.
That's right. We don't like balls at Disney. Not anymore. We don't like balls. Catch balls off.
The only ball that's allowed is the golf ball at Epcot.
It's funny. He was allowed to dunk on the Marvel movies, though, but I guess he got his money. But yeah, no, this is a guy who made a career out of making testosterone-fueled movies. Now being like, I shouldn't have done it. Kevin Smith, same thing. Like, dude, the only reason people know who you are is because of your hot takes back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. And the movies you did about those hot takes.
And the movies
Both of which, the old stuff he did and the stuff that James Cameron did would have been arguably testosterone-fueled. You know, I just think it's funny because now it's not trendy. But I also think James Cameron thinks entirely too much of himself. And I've thought that for years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, James Cameron is definitely up his own ass a bit. He's one of the most, he might be the most successful director of all time. So, he's made some good stuff. So, it's tough to be too mad at him for that because I think we all might get a little bit up our own asses if we were in his shoes.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got some of the top box office. I mean, he makes a movie like once every 10 years.
The ones he had that were the top for the most part. I mean, even Avatar, they were like a bunch of military guys. I'm glad they were the bad guys.
I know, right?
But I'm just like, you know, if you look at his...
action, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this one, just everybody's going to get all wet and wild. And it's probably going to be the same movie. It looks like the same movie, just with more water and whales. You know, and it's probably going to have activism, I'm sure. So, because now we're talking about how James Cameron is getting in touch with his feelings. And what is this? I saw this Collider put this 6 hours ago. Activism makes Avatar more powerful. Activism does.
Yep. Okay, let's leave with that and see how it goes.
Yeah, don't...
Yes. Fun fact, are you guys aware that Avatar was woke?
Don't use this as a marketing...
Yeah, how do we leave with, hey, here's a movie, and it's like, you know, these people are fighting the evil humans, and that they want to take over their world, so they're facing, like, them trying to take over the planet and stuff like that. Like, just focus on that. No. Activism.
Oh, now we know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, that was the theme of the movie. It was an activist movie. Like, obviously, it's not subtle.
And it's the same thing that's wrong
with Kevin Smith. Are you
He's
serious?
Vegan. Him and Kevin Smith. Guys went all vegan, and now you're pussies.
I'm just...
Oh, yes. Going vegan means you're pussies. God damn. Wow.
I was going to ask that, actually, but I thought, nah, that can't be the case.
Now we have an answer. This is what made James Cameron soft. It was lack of meat. You know what I have for lunch?
Probably is soft. What did you have for lunch?
You know what I had for lunch?
Wasn't me. It was corned beef.
Yeah, it was meat. I just had...
And the dog likes meat, too.
The dog has some of my meat.
You say every time you say meat, he barks. That's the new puppy.
That's
He's trying to break out. Every time you say meat, he barks.
How did he know I was talking about meat?
I don't know they can pick it up on the mic, but literally every time he says meat, the dog barks. Meat. You say meat.
Lunch meat.
Oh, no, he stopped. Okay.
He's waiting. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, anyway. I had a fistful of meat. My colon appreciated it.
I had a fistful of meat also. And by that I mean corned beef.
Yeah, that's and the dog had some meat too.
We just
Both
keep
Both
on
dogs had
going.
meat. They shared their meat. We eat our meat. In fact, that roast beef was.
How much more? Is there anything more to this? I feel
pretty.
I feel like it's so close to the end that we
tried
should
being
finish it, but they
vegetarian
haven't
before,
said
and
anything for a
I love
while.
animals. Like, it's a thing. I love animals a lot. And I got sick because I need to eat animals, apparently. But I could never do veganism. I couldn't because I can't do
Yeah, they're padding hard, and I don't know why. They're already well past the 8-minute point. They're fine.
vegetarianism, and it's a lot more lenient than veganism. There's no way in hell I could do veganism. But if you're vegan, that's on, go you. That's your choice.
Oh yeah, go you for vegan. But yeah, we're gonna call you pussies also. But go you, pussy. Mixed message. Shit.
I love animals. I love animals in my house, and I love animals on my bread, and I love animals in my soup. I love it. I feel really bad that I eat animals. I do, because I'm sure they didn't choose to be food. But
and I feel sad. Damn it.
Anyway, I don't want to be a pussy like James Cameron and Kevin Smith, so I'm gonna keep eating meat.
Ugh. Jesus Christ, these people are ridiculous.
Yeah, me and the dog, we're both gonna eat fistfuls of meat, aren't we? Aren't we, VV? Tell them. And my balls won't fall off, so.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. The dog keeps party.
I had to give Vivi meat.
Vivi wants meat now. That's right. That's right, Vivi. You tell him. All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants.
Yeah, I don't know who watches this. The past 2 minutes, they've just been like procrastinating. Okay, so to end this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read how Giant Freakin Robot wrote this article. And then we're going to go over how the Hollywood Reporter actually did the initial reporting. Okay, so here's the article they were looking up. James Cameron calls testosterone poison, says get it out of your system. That's the title. And then Academy Award-winning filmmaker James Cameron sat down with the Hollywood Reporter this week to discuss his humongous financial investment in the Avatar film series, as well as his apparent aversion to testosterone. He recounted his wild younger days on set, including some of his more expletive-ridden altercations with executives in the past. While contemplating his growth and evolution as an artist, the Titanic director quipped, "A lot of things I did earlier I won't do, career-wise, and just risk that you take as a wild testosterone-poisoned young man. I always think of testosterone as a toxin you have to slowly work out of your system." While it seems at a glance that James Cameron's comment was perhaps designed to come out of the closet as a trans woman, it would become clear that this is actually a tongue-in-cheek reference to a culture of toxic masculinity that plagues the film industry. Okay, so that's how Giant Freakin Robot reports this. So we're going to now go to the source. The original Hollywood Reporter article, which, if ClownfishTV was going to be honest at all in their reporting, this is the source they would go to. He cites his transparency, telling studio early on if he feels something may shift in the schedule, and says he respects Disney's marketing prowess. It may also be that his air of F-bomb laden shouting matches with executives is behind him. A lot of things I did earlier I wouldn't do career-wise, and just risk that you take as wild, testosterone-poisoned young man, he said, declining to specify further. I always think of testosterone as a toxin you have to slowly work it out of your system. Landau, who was a young Fox executive, first met Cameron while working on True Lies. They just take this. Giant Freakin Robot just took it out of context and just wrote a whole fucking separate article about it, and ClownfishTV reported on that article instead of going to the source, because they're not good at this. They're just bad. This is ridiculous, man.
They think order and chaos are somehow opposites and try to control what won't.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt.